Hey guys, as 2021 is quickly coming to an end, we're revisiting our top transformations on this week's episode of Project Sold.
It's hard to believe that 2021 is coming to an end, but we've been sitting here discussing the year, and we actually helped 16 homeowners this year through our Advanced Plus program get their properties ready for sale. And it's interesting because there was such a variety of situations. A handful of those were long-term rental properties that had a lot of deferred maintenance and required quite a bit of cosmetic improvement before they looked presentable for market. Some of them were homes that were inherited by people due to a passing in the family. And a lot of them were out-of-town owners. So all different situations there, and we have actually narrowed it down to our two top house transformations with an honorable mention for our favorite space transformation.
All right, the first house that we want to talk about, in no specific order really, it's just one that stood out to us, is found in Lodi, and that project was called Jerry Lane. The house on Jerry Lane was an inherited house. They inherited from their parents. So the house had some pretty unique features to it already. The master bathroom was updated. That was nice, but it also had some original features to it. So after meeting with the homeowners, we developed a plan to really get that home a little bit more modernized and more presentable, so when the buyer walked in, they can just move right in. So some of the things we did on that house was interior painting, all the interior walls and doors and trim, new baseboards, new flooring, some updated light fixtures, and some minor repairs really to make sure the buyer can just move right into that house. Now, we do have some stats for you, and Julie, what are the statistics on that sale over at Jerry Lane?
Yeah, all the efforts paid off quite well at Jerry Lane. It was quite a transformation, and there was about $10,000 spent on upgrades and improvements at that property. It was listed for sale at $415,000, was on the market for 23 days, and it ultimately sold for $430,000. So, the money spent on getting it looking super great was recovered, and the sellers were very happy with the final results.
Now, one thing with that house and the amount that Julie mentioned, we were able to also, that included staging in that budget. The homeowners had a number of items already that we were able to repurpose and use for staging, so that helped with the budget quite a bit. But as you can see, the transformation from the before to what it looked like when the buyer walked right through that front door was a pretty big impact. And as you can see from the results there, it was a successful sale.
All right, our next favorite transformation was a home that was located in North Stockton on Land's End Drive, referred to as the Land's End Project. This was a long-term rental. We had tenants that lived there for 10 years, moved out of state, and the homeowners decided to take advantage of the strong sales market and list it for sale. So there was about $9,000 spent on outside services through some of our preferred recommended vendors, and that also includes staging. But the homeowners were actually recently retired, so they had quite a bit of time on their hands and the skill set to do some of the work themselves, which it helps. Yeah, it was a savings to them. So they did interior painting, they did pressure washing. So that place just looked phenomenal when it was all finished. One of our regular vendors here in Stockton did all new flooring, which was the vinyl planking that we've used in quite a few of our properties. Brand new carpet in the bedrooms, which we are, often doing just for the warmth in the bedrooms. It turned out so nicely, and again, the staging was the cherry on top. We got a lot of compliments from people that viewed the home. A lot of other realtors, complimented the staging there as well. So it turned out great. And David, I think you've got some stats for us on that one.
Yeah, this property on Land's End, similar to Jerry Lane, when you walk in the front door, you walk into the living room. So that's the room where the staging made the biggest impact. So you open that front door and you just go, wow. So it's common. What we like to do is that first room when buyers walk in, you make a big impact. But as far as the sale is concerned, the home was listed at $505,000, and at that time in that market, that was on the higher end of homes, comparable homes, and it ended up selling in 5 days. It went pending in 5 days with multiple offers. Again, the buyers were really attracted to it. And they ended up selling for $530,000. So $25,000 over the asking price. So again, fabulous results. They really took advantage of the market by making the house move-in ready, making it presentable, and the results paid off.
So those two homes were our favorite overall house transformations of 2021. Our favorite space transformation was a very unique bathroom located on Towers Place, which is in the beautiful Walnut Acres community in Stockton. This was a original bathroom that got completely transformed.
Yeah, the bathroom, as you can see from the video here, previously was basically entirely red. We had a big soaking tub there, red countertops, and you name it. Really dated though. And this was the master bathroom, so we really wanted to make an impact. The master bathrooms mean a lot when you have in this type of house. It's a very grand house, so you want to have an updated bathroom, and that's what the homeowners elected to do. So as you can see from the new video here, they transformed what was once the spa tub into a walk-in closet. So great use of space right there. And they did some reconfiguring with the new vanity. They were able to space out the double sinks a little bit further apart to give the homeowners more room. They completely redid the shower as well. Out of all the homes we've helped out with this year, this was our favorite particular space.
Now, David and I are in agreement that transforming houses, helping homeowners, and making an impact in this way is probably one of our favorite things about selling real estate. So we had the opportunity to help many homeowners in 2021. We look forward to doing it again in 2022. We do appreciate all of you. We appreciate your referrals. And again, there's no project too small or too large that we're not willing to handle. So if you have any questions on how your space may be able to be transformed or benefit from some of our preferred vendors, please feel free to reach out.
And we do have a couple projects in the work as we speak, so if you want to see more of those transformations, please hit that subscribe button down on YouTube and follow along. We would love you guys to comment on your favorite transformations as well. We'll see you guys on our next episode of Project Sold.